In this video, I want to have a look at integers. So integers are whole numbers and they can be positive, negative, or zero. So because they can be positive or negative or zero, integers have both size and direction. So the number itself, the digits, tell us how big the number is, and then the sign in front of it, whether it's a positive or a negative, that tells us the direction. So we can show the position and the order of integers, so looking at their size and their direction, on a number line like this one that's drawn here. So on this one, we've got our 0 in the middle, we've got our positive numbers to the right and our negative numbers to the left. Now, as you go further away from 0, our numbers are getting bigger. Either they're getting bigger in the positive direction or they're getting bigger in the negative direction. So we're going to have a look at a few examples now of comparing integers and where they would sit on a number line. Our first example asks us which letter best shows minus 43. So would minus 43 be where the A is or where the B is? So if we're looking at minus 43, the other numbers that we have to go off on our number line are our 0 and our minus 65. So we know that it is going to be to the left of the 0, which A and B both are, because it's a negative number. We need to decide whether it's going to be before that minus 65 or after it. So because they're both negatives, they're both in that negative direction, but 43 is a smaller number than 65, so it's going to be closer to 0. So B is going to be going to better show where minus 43 is than A. So A would have to be a number in the negatives that's bigger than 65. Our second example asks us which number is more, minus 24 or minus 33. So to help us figure that out, we can visualize those numbers and where they would be on a number line. So if we draw a number line just roughly, if we put 0 up here somewhere, we'd be going down to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, all the way down, and somewhere down here we're going to have minus 24, and we'd have to keep going to get down to minus 33. So because this number is further to the right on our number line, that means that minus 24 is more, or is the greater number. Question 3 asks us which choice shows the values from least to greatest. So this one's multiple choice, and the four numbers we have are 10, minus 8, 7, and minus 4. So again, to help us answer it, I'm going to visualize these on a number line. So sometimes it's helpful to draw one of these in your books. So I'm going to put 0 right in the middle this time. Now we know that 10, because that's a positive number, that's going to be up here somewhere. So I'll put 10 in there. The other positive number on there is 7. Now 7 is less than 10, so that means it's going to be closer to 0. So 7 would be around here somewhere. And now we can have a look at our negatives. We've got minus 8 and we've got minus 4. So from 0 we'd go minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4 would be here somewhere. And then we'd have to keep going to get to minus 8. So if we want them in order from least to greatest, we're going to have minus 8, minus 4, 7, and 10. So that's going to be D. So our last example asks us to complete each statement with one of these symbols. So we need to know what those symbols mean. If we've got this symbol here, that means greater than. And if we have it going the other way, that means less than. So we need to decide whether minus 5 is greater than or less than minus 2 for this first one. So again, drawing up a really quick number line, and put 0 up here. Now we would have minus 1, minus 2 here, and then we'd have to keep going to get down to minus 5. So that means that minus 5, because it's further to the left, minus 5 is less than minus 2, so we're going to put a less than symbol in there. For B, we've got 3 and we've got minus 7. So if I put my 0 in the middle there somewhere, 3 is a positive number, so it's going to be up this side, and minus 7 is down in the negatives, so that means that minus 7 is going to be less than 3 as well. So we've used less than symbols for both of those. So that's having a look at ordering and comparing integers.